Good evening, friends. Welcome to the session. And today is a very special day. It is Sushant Singh's birthday, and he would have been 39 years old had he been alive, had he not been murdered so gruesomely. Almost 5 years, and we are still asking for justice from the federal agencies who have kept mum for over 5 years. So it's absolutely upsetting for us because we have not given up. But the way the CBI came in, promising us action right from day one, and then after that, before the elections, how Fadnavis also said that he's going to give us an SIT for the Shah Salia, and they were all showing off, and saying that they will do a lot of justice, in this case, but nothing happened. So before we go on to that, let me just brief you about the Saif Khan case. So let's just move on to this man. Meanwhile, welcome Shankar. Why even Fadnavis is not taking the SSR case to its logical conclusion? If I'm correct, the SIT has not filed an FIR till now. Yes, we will be talking about that. Welcome Ushma, as always. You have been our support. Fennel, welcome. Janita, good afternoon from South Africa. Welcome, Janita. Really nice to see you. And Fennel, always glad to see you, and Manjeet and Lena, all of you. I'm very glad that you're all here, and thank you for joining. And so let's just move on to a few minutes of what is happening in the melodrama case, which is what I call the Saif, case. Welcome, Susan. And so now Saif Ali Khan is back home, waiting, walking straight and looking better, just days after reportedly being stabbed 6 times and undergoing surgery. Now, netizens can't believe his swift recovery. What's the truth behind the knife in knife mystery? Now, also the fact that he was supposed to have had several injuries almost close to the spine, and it was said that he was stabbed in the back and he was fighting for his life in hospital. But we don't see any bandage anywhere except on his palm, and he's walking normally just a few days after that deadly attack. Even his back doesn't seem to have a bandage. So where was he stabbed? I hope it was not in an area we cannot talk about. So we really don't know whether it is in some other area he was stabbed and which cannot be shown in public. Welcome. Some hints are here in the book by Sri Iyer on P. Guru's. Are they just too... I wouldn't take P. Guru seriously at all, because he is the one who called Aditya Thackeray a gentleman. So if you can call Aditya Thackeray a gentleman after the SSR case and the Shah Salian case, that means you got all your clues wrong. So I wouldn't even go into that, Shankar. Is that Shankar who said that? No. Is that Jade? Yes, Shankar who said that. Okay. Now moving on to Sylvia. Welcome, Sylvia. Always nice to see you. So here we go to another picture here, where we see him coming out like a hero, and you see that, usually, before a shooting, you come with spruced up hair, all well colored and, cut neatly, and the best sun goggles that you have, and, looking very suave. So this is exactly what I thought. I was just thinking for a moment, is Saif going for a shooting of a film? Because the new movie Jewel Thief is already finished and it's going to be released. So Jaideep, I was just wondering whether he's going to go for a movie, because he looks all spruced up, and he's, it's as though he's come out, after a holiday in Monaco, or somewhere in Italy where he lived on love and fresh air. Could you just enlighten me how this man is walking after 5 days in hospital when he got 6 stab wounds and almost the knife reached the spine, and half of it was inside his body also. There is no bandage except for a small thing on his hand. So what is this really happening, Jaideep?
Yeah, see, one thing is for certain that, this doesn't seem that he has sustained, major injuries to his body. What came across in the news is 6 stab wounds, right? And there was leakage of spinal fluid, and there was a piece of 2.5-inch knife in his body, and the account of the auto rickshaw wala who dropped him and his son, there was not much blood in his body, but the account from the doctors from Leelavati Hospital, the neurosurgeon, I mean, and also the plastic surgeon, they told that there are six major stab wounds, and it is quite serious. And he was in ICU for a period of at least 24 hours, and then after a period of 4 days, now he's discharged. But from this picture, it looks like if these six stab wounds, if a person sustains, and that too injury near his spine, and that spinal fluid is leaking, and all those things, if those things are very true, the way from this picture at least, and the way he was walking, it doesn't look like a man who has sustained all these injuries at all. And he's walking, and he looks as fit as a fiddle, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
it is very contradicting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so Jaidev, there's some more masala coming, because this is like becoming now a khichdi, khichdi which is using all the dals in the vicinity. Now, apparently now this man who is, as small as a mosquito, now we're talking about the culprit. Now, this man has crossed some great river, Meghalaya river, okay, to enter India, and he used the Aadhaar card in Bengal to get a SIM report. Now, this man is absolutely like Hanuman, who went to get this holy, the medicine for Lakshmana. Now, I'm now just wondering whether the sher, the lion, is actually Saif, or is it this man, this Sharif? So one is Saif and one is Sharif. Now, who to believe? Should we believe Sharif or should we believe Saif? Now, apparently, it seems the Bangladeshi national arrested for the robbery bid and attack on Saif had illegally entered India around 7 months ago. Now, just a few days back, Mumbai police said 5 months. Why are they getting all their facts wrong? Now, see, the doctor at Leelavati said he came at 2:30. Somebody else said that he came at 3:30. And Saif, those people said the attack was at 2 o'clock. And Madam Karina comes at the hospital only at 4 o'clock. So why are they getting all confused? I mean, are they, spinning a yarn every time they, are not sure about themselves? Now, this 30-year-old accused was arrested apparently from Maharashtra's Thane in the early hours of Sunday. His arrest came 3 days after he broke into Saif Ali Khan's Bandra residence with an intent of robbery and stabbed the actor 6 times while engaging in a scuffle with him. Now, in this case, now they are saying that it was, a case of robbery, and that he had come to rob the Khans and the Kapoors. Now, in which case, why was Madam Karina getting all hysterical and saying that he didn't take my jewelry, he didn't take my jewelry? And which instigated Urvashi Rautela also to come and say that I have to be very careful about my Rolex watch. Now, all these women were getting all haywire about why the thief did not take all these things. And police very clearly from day one says that it is robbery. They don't even know who has entered the scene. They have not looked at the CCTV footage also. And CCTV footage is like some magician. Every minute the photo changes. There is one man going up, he's thin. There's one man coming, going up with no shoes, coming back with shoes, and he's looking at the CCTV as though he's challenging us. Who the hell are you? Even if you look at me, I'll get 10 godfathers to protect me. That is the attitude he has. Okay. Now he goes down. Then after that, from somewhere from Bangladesh, they catch a man who has crossed the Meghalaya river to come here. And not 5 months back, but 7 months back. This is what now the news is saying. And a preliminary probe has now found that the SIM card Fakir was using, now from Sharif he has become a Fakir. Apparently his name was another name. Was registered under the name, let's see what is the new name. So Khumoni Jahangir Sheikh from West Bengal. Now, citing police sources, the Indian Express, who is the ones who cook the most masala after India Today, reported it is suspected that Fakir used Sheikh's Aadhaar card to acquire the SIM card. So this is how the superhero, or I'm sorry, the super villain came into the Kapoor Khan house. Now he reportedly moved around in West Bengal for a few weeks, maybe to visit Mamta and get some advice, and even tried to make an Aadhaar card for himself. That it's as though our politicians there are not going to help him. So he would have tried very hard to make the Aadhaar card himself. And in India it's so difficult to make an Aadhaar card because half the population of Bangladeshis are in Delhi. Thanks to AAP. This man also found it very difficult to make his Aadhaar. He had to make it himself. Now, Fakir, from Sharif, he is a Fakir now. Fakir means poor guy, and Sharif means honest guy. Now, we do not know who he is. This is also a dilemma. Now, Fakir told the police that he studied till class 12 in Bangladesh and came to India in search of a job. Now, the Indian Express reported he claimed to have crossed the Dauki River located on the India-Bangladesh border in Meghalaya to enter India. Here, he allegedly went by the fake identity of Bijoy Das. After spending a few weeks in Bengal, he came to Mumbai to look for an employment opportunity, and Fakir deliberately picked places where he could work without having to submit any documents. The report said a labor contractor named Amit Pandey helped Fakir with getting a housekeeping work in pubs and hotels in Thane and Worli. Initially, Fakir told the police that he was a resident of Kolkata. However, while examining his call records, officials found several outgoing calls to Bangladesh-based numbers. Now, Fakir had also used mobile apps to make calls to his family in Bangladesh. The cops then made the accused call. Now, see how intelligent Mumbai police are. Now, the cops made him call his family. He called his brother and asked him to send his school living certificate. His brother sent it on Fakir's mobile phone. It's like, he was police were going to give him a job. Now, this document is strong evidence to prove he's a Bangladeshi national. Wow, Mumbai police, you really struck gold. Now, before entering the Sadhguru Sharan building, which is Saif's building, 12th floor, the accused had tried to break into the nearby bungalow of another Bollywood superstar, the report added. However, he failed as the dogs began to bark at him. Now, luckily for that superstar, he had some dogs. Now, this Saif is so stingy, he didn't pay the rickshawala, and now he doesn't even have dogs to protect him. This is the reputation of this suave man who walks in from the hospital without a wound. Now, a police official said Monday had said that Fakir allegedly hid in the garden of the Sadhguru Sharan building for 2 hours after stabbing Saif Ali Khan inside his apartment during the burglary bid. Now, look at that guy. See, he's better than even all these Jawans and Pathans. In the movies, they act like that. They are all superheroes. Now, this villain is also so good. He hid himself, for 2 hours in their garden. And no nurse or the retinue of servants or even Karina's parents could not find him. So, it's very strange. Now, following a 3-day manhunt, police finally nabbed him in Thane. After tracing him down with the help of a labor contractor he had contacted and an UPI transaction that he made for food. Notably, it's the Indian Express says he suffered 6 stab injuries in the scuffle with the accused, including 2 deep wounds in his left hand and neck. The actor was rushed to Mumbai's Leelavati, and after undergoing multiple surgeries, doctors at the hospital declared that he was out of danger. And now he is out. So this is in a gist what has happened and what has happened. Now from the Sher, the actor, now the villain has become a bigger Sher. So now there is going to be another movie that these people are going to make. Most probably Javed Khan will give it to Farhan Akhtar because now Javed has become pretty senile and old. So he will ask Zoya and Farhan, अरे बच्चे लोग तुम कहानी लिखो, इतना गरम गरम कहानी है कि कोई ये लेने से पहले आप शुरू कर लो और इसमें तो सैफ को ही डाल दो, थोड़ा पैसा देगा तो वो आ जाएगा क्योंकि वो सुपर हीरो नहीं है. So this is all going to happen in the future in Bollywood because they are, they don't have any scripts anymore. So they are waiting for some original scripts. So let me just take a few comments from our friends. Something is not adding up. He was in surgery a few days back. Now he's like nothing happened to Saif, is what Lena says. Welcome, highly favored. Awesome show, blessings. Thank you so much. We always need that. Hello, ma'am. Look at Saif's walk. His back is perfectly fine, even after a 2-inch knife lodged in his back. Now, see, I frankly to tell you, Gunzai, this doctor, whoever he is in the Leelavati, must be, such a master planner. He would have brought something to break the knife and, show us proof that this was the piece that was lodged in Saif's, body, not even as even blood in that. So he cleaned it up very well, so such a, hygienic doctor. So all the liars, they are all liars. What else can you say? Now people only show what the doctor said. Doctor showed the broken knife to the press. That was in Saif's spine. Who knows what the truth? Yes. And do you think we believe the doctor? He should undergo the lie test first. He owes it to the public for telling so many lies. Now, Mumbai police simply covering up their domestic disputes and harassing poor people. Sushant ko justice, yes. Now we are moving on to our favorite Sushant, who would have been 39 years by now. So let's just a few more comments before we going on to that. Liberals were trying to say the attacker was Hindu. All backed off when they knew it is a Muslim. Anyway, even that, Leena, is not the truth. Looks like SSR will get justice only when God gives it. Yes, after looking at Saif's case, I don't think anybody is going to believe in what they say. Rajalakshmi says, missing SSR. Did Saif identify the culprit? Now, no, he is going to now, officially lodge a complaint. After 5 days, he decided, oh, the Mumbai police also need to be informed about it. So now he is going to make a statement to the police. The police were very patient. That you have to admit, nobody is as patient on the Mumbai police. They will give you a year even after 5 days. Because after all, who are you? You are Chota Nawab. So Chota Nawab has to be given some time. Boycott this Saif and rest of Bollywood, says Leena. Good evening, Vinny. So, as we said, we'll go back to our favorite. We're talking about Sushant Singh Rajput. As you know, Sushant Singh Rajput predicted the collapse of Bollywood. And his prediction has turned into reality because we know what is happening presently in Bollywood. They are re-releasing old movies, which is a proof that they are not working hard to save their sinking ship, because even if they did it, none of the movies are going to work. So it's boycott Bollywood forever has now gone very, very strong. Now, as you know, when we talk about SSR, he wasn't just an actor. He was a dreamer, a thinker, and someone who lived every moment like it mattered. Whether it was acting, stargazing, or diving into new ideas, he gave it his all. He was a self-made star and a kind soul who inspired millions. Friends, we'll give you the, Jaidev, you can give them the link in case anybody would like to join and express their views. They are welcome. Now, my question to, these people, Mumbai police. So before that, let's just look at some of the beautiful pictures. So Jaidev, maybe we can make it big. So if you can just look at him as a baby. So let's just go. Yes, can you make that big so that people can see? Let's go through and you can remove the below, the one below. So it's happy birthday, Sushant Singh Rajput. Just look at his face. Even that, at that time, his eyes were so expressive. It's like, he's questioning someone on something. And you look, he's being fed on his birthday as a baby. And look at the beauty of the child. And this is where the family are all feeding him. And he is like a little king amidst the sisters. Then you have his mother. You remember, he was always speaking very, very happily about his mother and how close he was to her. And here you will see more images of, the way Sushant Singh, as he grows up, look at the way he changes, he becomes more, it's like he's already become a hero. And perhaps because he was living with his sisters, he respected women a lot. And that could be seen in his later nature. You see how smart he looks in this picture. And then you see his eyes. I mean, that's enough to tell you 100 things. And this is the man we lost so gruesomely. And here you see his sisters going and he's standing with his father and brother-in-law. And look at him. I mean, each and every moment, you see the man in his full, such a beautiful character. Here you see him playing with his nephew and with his family. He was a family person. He was He was someone who was totally different from the crap that you find in Bollywood. The people who keep on lying, just like in the Saif Ali case and the other cases that are happening. He was never that kind. And that's why they decided to do away with him. And he was closest to his father. Now we'll give you the link. I think, Jadip, you've already given them the link.
Yeah, link is already in the chat, and anyone who
In case
wishes
you
to
want to
join can join. Yeah.
Please, yeah. And so these are the images. And till today, the government has not been able to give the poor father justice. He is the one who is the most upset. Now, I don't understand. See, you have Paramveer Singh and everybody in your hand. And why can't you get the truth? And my question to Devendra Fadnavis is, why don't you have the courage to expose the Mahavika Sagadi who is attacking you every day? Even today, Sanjay, Rawat is saying that, see, if he's a Bangladeshi, then it is your duty to get rid of, he was telling the center, to get rid of all the Bangladeshis, in India. Well, that's happening, Sanjay, Rawat, because that's exactly what's happening. Now, in Delhi, they have started this thing. What Trump has done on the first day of his coming as a president, the bold step that he has done, regarding illegal immigrants. This is something Modi should have done earlier. But now that's also happening thanks to Saif Khan. And thanks to you, Sanjay Raut. So this is also happening. You have these people, Paramveer Singh in your hand. Why almost 5 years and the CBI is hatching eggs? What about the fictitious CBI case? The SIT case. It's as though these people don't matter at all. So from what I understand from the Saif case, Jaidev, is that when murder or violence is against others, the Bollywoodies and the people around them don't get upset. They're very calm and cool. But when one in their fraternity is attacked, they come running like cockroaches, giving detailed descriptions of how it happened, and the hero fought, that he became a lion. And, the Mumbai police don't need to work. They're getting all the inputs from people from Bollywood, and all are saying that he was a hero. He was protecting his family. Kareena didn't even land up at that time. Kareena was busy at the party. And someone was saying that she was at a party in another place, and she was dropped by Sonam Kapoor's sister, Riya. So you see, there's so much of intrigue in that case. And maybe Madam was not in her senses, so she had to go to the hospital only at 4 o'clock. Why didn't Riya, Sonam's sister, drop her at the hospital? So that's another question we need to ask. Now, in the other case, you're talking
about... Yeah, see, one thing is this so-called, the person, the accused who apparently stabbed Saif Ali Khan. He's a Bangladeshi person who, came from Bangladesh looking for a job and for a better living. And he worked in some pubs in Mumbai. And so he wanted to make some money. This is what is being made out. And so he wanted to, rob something from only a Bollywood star. Right, he does not want to rob from some random rich person living in Mumbai. He only is very selective in his targets. So apparently he targeted one Bollywood superstar, but there were dogs in his house. So he decided not to commit whatever robbery or whatever you call it. So now and then he chose Saif Ali Khan because there's only few CCTV cameras, there's only few security guards. And so apparently he knows his way to Saif Ali Khan's 12th floor apartment, very perfectly, right? That is through the fire escape. And this is the time that the window will be open and all those things. So it is like a very, very unbelievable story which is being made out there. And
but my question to you, Jaidev, is that why did he go with a bag full of something and go back, return with an empty bag? So what was inside that bag? See, we can expect Blinkit to come, or you can expect Swiggy to come at certain times. At 2 o'clock, coming like a very sly person with a bag full of whatever goodies were inside, and then going back, without any fear. So what did he have in that bag?
So my question is Saif Ali Khan going to make a film out of this experience? Right, this could also be a possible If Raj Kundra can make an experience of his jail experience, so Saif Ali Khan can make a film out of this experience tomorrow, right? And then maybe people out of curiosity will go to the theater and watch this film. That could be a possibility.
See,
Yeah.
also Jaydev, see another thing I want to tell you. So let me just get back to that image. 1 second. Let me just bring that out. Yes. Yeah. So now here, friends, my question is that this man was, though they called him this man, though called a politician, people would not, they termed him as a mafia don because of his parties and because of the women who went to his parties and what happened after that. So this man had a very dubious, reputation. And when he was killed, Mumbai came to a standstill. And everybody got into action. Even Shindeji went to his, Salman's house, and there he met, so all these things happened. Now, after that happened, Salman Khan's galaxy, hit out. Now, this guy, he's not someone to be, so he's scared and he knows that, see, there's something very, very grievous happening and he doesn't know what to do. So immediately he gets, a gun for himself. He gets a bullet, proof car and 60 people to go with him. And even then he's scared, so all that happened. Now, the same thing happened now in Saif's case. Now, my question to these Bollywood people is is it the politician or the leader? For example, now we have Chief Minister Fadnavis. Is it his duty to look after these type of people, or is it his job to look after the common man? Now, what has he been elected for? Now, we have all taken our times, stopped working and, on, say, you can say election day, it is a holiday. So you go and vote, okay, but still you have made an effort to vote. Now, have we voted him to protect these people? Use our tax money to protect these people? Is my question, Jenny.
Yeah, so it is quite valid indeed. And now Saif Ali Khan is expected to record his statement to the police, right? Will he, conduct a press conference, right, to all the mainstream media news channels out there, saying this is what exactly happened? Is he going to do that still? Is my question, and we'll have to wait and watch if that happens indeed. Yes.
Very interesting point by Rekha. Doubtful is Saif was stabbed by someone, or Saif stabbed another person? Very interesting question, because this someone stabbed can walk. How? And what magic?
Exactly.
So it's very So it's very funny. Everybody is saying. Meenakshi is also saying, Rekha ji, correct. Who stabbed whom? And not only that, this man is using the bathroom. And then another interesting thing, which I have forgotten to tell you, is that his cap was found in Jay's room. Now, I mean, that is enough for the Mumbai police to go, haywire. Imagine finding the criminal's, a cap in Jahangir's room. What was his cap doing there? Nothing is more important. Not even the knife, the blood or anything. Rikshawala, nothing. Now the cap has become the main actor in this drama. So now this is another question. So let me coming back to Sushant Singh Rajput's special day. Sushant Singh Rajput had very clearly predicted that this is going to happen. Okay, and Saif, you remember, Saif Khan and Kareena Kapoor were the two people who were most against him. They did not even express any love for him, and whenever they got a chance with Karan Johar, they made fun of Sushant Singh Rajput. Now, do you think this is all karma? Okay, it happens to Baba Siddiqui, it happens to Salman Khan, and now it happens to Saif and Kareena. So, do you think that we really need these judges and this judiciary, who keep giving Shilpa Shetty 100 lollipops, Acha, you did this, go, now take 2 lollipops, come back next time. Okay, then the next time Raj Kundra comes, give him 3 lollipops, send him away. Okay, now all these people like the Kapoor, all of them, they have a lot of cases against them. But the courts in India, on earth, I would rather say on earth, are very kind. They give them 100 chances. But do you think the courts in heaven are giving these people a chance? Because for all, you see the way things are happening in Bollywood. Farah Khan is going and doing cookery shows in each person's house, like like a cook, and her only way of making TRP is making fun of her cook, the servant. And she thinks that is humor because they're so used to mocking people, and making them feel little. So she must be thinking, okay, I'll make money by making him cook. Even that she won't do herself. So she takes this man along with her to do cooking shows. So that is one of the things. Then Aryan Khan is selling some, devil's whiskey or whatever. I don't even know the names, but it's something to do with devil. So that is also diabolical or something. And then also some, his mother is selling some used bags. This is what we hear from the news, all these, these branded bags and some furniture here and there. And that also furnishing for only your friends. So this is all happening in Bollywood. They don't have movies, and every time South comes with a super hit, they get so jealous. They really don't know what to do. They're wondering what to do. Acha, Allu Arjun ko jail mein dal. Huh? And then you call Unni Mukundan, who's now come out with Marco. Now, just because Allu Arjun was put in jail, now they can't put Marco also in jail. So what do they do with Marco? So they tell everybody it is the most, bloody movie, in the world. So what was Animal? The one that Ranbir Kapoor acted in. What was that movie? I don't see anything other than blood in that. So these Bollywood people are very, very scared that the end has come. In fact, in an interesting conversation that Jaidev had with Rajgopal, Mr. Rajgopal has very clearly said that the movie industry is going to move to Noida because this is dead. Okay. Now, a lot of people are going to, from UP and all that side, are going to invest in Noida. So this is going to be also an option. So let me just take a few comments. Modi government is planning to attach his Khala's properties worth 1,800 or under enemy property law. MP High Court was lifted the stay order on it. So to gain sympathy, he has planned this. They are filthy rich beggars, is what Lena says. Can't stop chasing money, but they will help the tourists. Now, the biggest thing is, the biggest doubt that people have is why did Kareena, why was Kareena taken by Karishma to her parents' home from this huge mansion? Now, is there something between the husband and wife? Okay. Now, why my doubt is going is that it seems purely an internal fight. And something has happened, somebody has seen something inside, and somebody has become furious. And when a woman is, spurned, or when a woman is angry, what all she can do. Now, that is just one thing. Second thing is that I found a very curious thing on Facebook. Whenever, problem brews in Bollywood, what they do is they come out with these shots, and in these shots, they glorify those people. For example, now if you expose Alia or Deepika or anybody else, you remember when their babies were coming and people did not believe that they were actually having babies. So at that time, they would show them playing with the kids and doing everything to convince you that they are real mothers. Now, in this case, you won't believe it. They are showing so many shots of Ibrahim and Saif, Papa song, going on Papa, Mere Papa and all that, Now, why would a grown-up man like Ibrahim, when he's talking to Saif, and you have a song like Papa, Mere Papa and all coming, is he a cute little kid? So what they're trying to show is there could be a lot of differences between the son and the father as well, because the son has been found in many cases in different conditions. When he comes out of the nightclub, it goes viral in YouTube. So did the son ask for money and the father refused, and then there was an altercation? We don't know. There could have been something, because there is something that has happened internally. And then they have caught some silly old Bangladeshi, and that guy doesn't even know. Now the Mumbai police, what they have done? Mumbai police has told them that poor guy doesn't even know which place, he has been accused of. So let us go and show him complete recce of the place and tell him that, see, this is where you climbed and this is where you came down. Okay. Now don't make a mistake when you are interrogated. So now this man has to be properly trained. So this man has come, and now what they also would have done is that put his fingerprints on everything. So including the cap which was left in Jay's room. So these are all the possibilities that Saif Khan's family would be thinking of what all to cover up and all that. So let me just take a few more comments. Surya Smita says, "Happy birthday, my brilliant brother. I have never met you, but I love you and show my love." Absolutely. Everybody knows that Sushant Singh, whether it's 5 years back, we still care for him and we will still shout for justice. South Indian films are good. Why these movies are doing well? People want change, says Leena. I think this is a pro-agency work, keeping in mind the next movie of Saif, which is some jewel thief or something. Now, her sister took her because she was in a state of shock. That is what she said to the police. Now, I don't believe a word that the police says, Leena, so I would rather not go by them. And Mohan says, Bollywood is filled with garbage which is coming out now. And Sai says, I think this is a pro-agency work, keeping in mind the next movie of Saif Khan. And Bollywood has gone to the dogs. So this is something very, very strange that, today the Chota Nawab comes out of the hospital and he has a small little wound in his hand. 6 wounds, 6 stab wounds. Even, Tom Cruise will not recover so fast. So this is a joke, coming from Bollywood. So we can only say and pray that if the courts in India don't give justice to our Sushant, Disha Salihan, and so many others, the heavenly courts are already taking action on all these people. They will have sleepless nights. Mother will not speak to father, husband will not speak to wife, brother will not speak to the sister, the son will not speak to the father. All these things are happening within the family. Why? Because there is no unity, there are no values, there are no morals or ethics. So that's how it ends, isn't it? Yeah. So,
Yes.
Jaydev, any closing points you'd like to make?
So my simple question is, who is Saif Ali Khan? He's just a Bollywood actor. Why
And a
does
fossilized one. Remember that. Nobody even remembers him.
Why does all the mainstream media channels give him so much of importance that they have to cover this case 24/7, right? There is no other national topic which is of importance for them to cover. And why is the Mumbai police only concentrating on this case, right? And putting so much of effort? There are so many other cases in the past, like Sushant Singh Rajput case, the Palgar Sadhu case. Why those cases have not reached their rightful conclusion, right? So this is very, very, pathetic indeed.
In fact,
Yes.
now Shobha has come out with an interesting point. She says SSR Disha Salian and Siddharth Shukla, yes. Now, friends, in fact, Shobha, I was just looking at some of the latest news reports about who's going to be the next big boss. Now, my mind goes to the fact that who's going to die next, mysteriously. And then they'll say that he was high on protein shake, he went to the gym, he got a heart attack and he died. Is that going to happen in this new batch also? Is my question. Because Big Boss, there have been many deaths. So we want to know what is going to what is happening in Big Boss. That's also a question. It's very important. He is a man who opposed CAA and now faced the brunt of it. Come on. Also, Mohan, don't forget the fact he was the one who said that, see, Muslim people are not being given housing in Mumbai. Okay? So it was not a Hindu, according to Mumbai police, it was not a Hindu who stabbed you. So that's also something that this man has to face. Republic has just made an exclusive video on YouTube on said case private. It's not no longer available. So one of those lawyers must have, made that. Yes. Those cases are politically motivated. So now, in between, just see how funny it is. Now, you remember, for a fact that Kareena Kapoor loses her temper even before you can count 3, right? So in Instagram, she got very angry and she burst out saying that, see, paparazzi should not cover anything about us because they were taking some photos of the children taking the toys inside. And she got so upset and she shouted, at everybody in Instagram. And then the whole Kapoor and the Khan Khandan would have come and said, "Arey, हमको प्रॉब्लम में मत डालो, बेबो, ये ऐसे मत कहो, take it back. So immediately within a few seconds, she had deleted it also. So you know how frivolous they are. They don't even think whether it will affect anybody. They are only thinking about their temper and how they want to take it out on people, and they don't even think that, see, why can't you be truthful? If you can't be truthful, don't spin these yarns. Because you're neither your servants, nor your the rickshawala, nor the people who are taking you, the drivers, nor your cousins and your anybody giving the same story. One is saying 5 months, one is saying 7 months, one is saying 3 wounds, one is saying 2 wounds, one is saying blood, one is saying no blood. So who is accurate in this? So Leena says, Khan claiming insurance money, he must be bankrupt. Another plan of Khan Kapoor family. This is something that Bollywood lovely, dwells on. That is insurance money. Boycott Bollywood, Gatterwood. And so, coming back to Sushant Singh Rajput, if not for his exposés, these people would not be suffering today. Akshay doesn't have a movie. Even whatever movie he is begging people, please come and see it. So these people have now become beggars because nobody is going to watch their movies. So what they have done now, let me tell you one more thing. Maybe perhaps you don't know. Now all these red chilies and all, the Shah Rukh Khan's companies and all, what they have done is they are very clever. They found out that you like nice, simple stories and this thing. So now they are investing in that. So whenever they come on OTP, remember, when it's red chilies, Juhi Chawla and Shah Rukh Khan are all behind it, boycott it. That's it. Don't even watch it. That's my thought. Unless they clean up their mess, do not even watch them. Karmic justice is coming heavily to Bollywoodians. And Veda says it's a mockery how Saif is walking back from the hospital, usually cool, bordering on arrogant, and no signs of post-surgery weakness or discomfort, and no family member to accompany. Absolutely. Well said, Veda. From hospital, amount goes to Khans. And that also, they don't want it in cash. They want it in digital money. That also, they're very specific. They know exactly when it comes to money, it's just like bees to honey. They know exactly how to do it. They will count once. If you put it in front of Kareena Kapoor, she'll say that's 3 million. She may not be able to count anything else. But money, yes. Saif and his wife will do that even blindfolded. Now, Susan says Saif should have left the hospital in an How can a person recover so fast when a knife was broken and stuck in his body? Not sure whether he came like a lion, but when he went back as a lion, as if nothing had happened. Vijay, here also, see, the person to blame is not the stupid Saif Khan, but the stupid doctor, who was, sitting in a chair, like a chairman, and saying that these things are happening. So these people should be put on the lie detector test. But who is there? There is nobody, for the public, there's nobody. They'll keep on telling us, Indian Express will say, he was a lion. The next day, NDTV will say, no, he was a dinosaurus. And then you have, the best one is India Today. India Today is, they come with complete paraphernalia, drums and, saxophone and everything, and very beautiful images of Saif. Please note.
Yeah, also one more thing, very important. The rickshaw guy who saved Saif Ali Khan's life, he was given 11,000 rupees as compensation only.
Oh, is it? So
yes.
That's why he changed his tune. Now they are earning a lot from OTP on Netflix also.
So he was only given 11,000 rupees. That was a mockery.
No, 11,000 because to change the tune. They are all like that.
Yeah,
they should have left off.
That is.
I know you're saying about this one. Yeah. How can a person recover so fast when a knife was broken and stuck in his body? Not sure whether he came like a lion, but he went back as a lion. No bandage on his back. And Dr. Umar says, what if injury was self-inflicted? To claim money. And Kumudi, ma'am, do you think a drug angle in this and police successful in dividing all reality never came out from where Sarah got drugs for SSR as per them? Now here also, you remember when we were talking about the Janvi Kukreja case, we know what was involved. It was drugs and they kept quiet about that. Okay. So this is not something that they're going to talk about unless we put a person like Samir Wankhede on this case. Nothing is going to come out. And all drama by Kapoor Khan to bag lost fans. And Leela says he wore a white shirt and jeans. Who can think of dressing up so well? And his hair was so well, styled. Very stylish guy. While he discharged and walking in straight, he wasn't limping with back injury. Are they laughing at us? They are, absolutely. Well said, Leena. And also the fact that, see, I must give the Oscar to the Leelavati doctor, because from a man who was bleeding profusely, they made him a phantom, a Spider-Man who's come back in that form. So for this, we have to give Leelavati the best award that India can give. And it should go from the Prime Minister or from the President, because Prime Minister seems to like Bollywood very much and they seem to be meeting very often. I think the Prime Minister should give Leelavati doctor a Padma Shri, at least for this. I mean, what else? So, he acted so well.
Yeah. The doctors of Leelavati Hospital is so fantastic that there is no need for a physiotherapist or any of those such kind of people in this world, right? When you sustain such a huge injury.
If that was the case, why don't they show us the CCTV footage of how he came in? They have it, no? The hospitals have CCTV cameras. They should have shown a bleeding Saif coming, like, these melodramatic movies. They didn't show that. Why? Mohan, thank you. Very kind of you. The state government looks like a real joker here. It seems things are not under government control. Well said, says Janita. Thank you so much, Janita, for being with us and supporting us. Dr. Umar, Saif is in good health. Describe the intruder. Exactly. No physiotherapy, not even for a day. Well said, Dina. Is Leelavati walking on the footprints of Cooper Hospital? Now, I think, Shankar, that Cooper will take few lessons from Leelavati. They have outdone them, So this is something that even Cooper is going to take some lessons from them, is what I understand. Now, anyway, we have this fortress or mansion of Saif Khan, Now, what is the latest? They have started putting more CCTV cameras. Today, they showed images of these workers going and putting CCTV cameras. Now, tomorrow they'll say that these workers are also the ones who have stabbed. So, we do not. They'll pick up the guy and say that tumhara to gaya, aaj to tum bag pakad ke upar jao, So they would even say that to the poor guy who's fixing the CCTV camera, because they need guinea pigs. They can't say that my wife kicked me or my son kicked me, or I fought with my wife or I fought with my son. They can't say that, because these are all internal matters. They can't talk about it. Then their public figure will fall down and they'll become a pygmy. That is what's happening. He seems to have not undergone any trauma and he looks fine. In fact, he's laughing at us, is what somebody else also said. They are laughing at us. They are making fun of us. They are ridiculing the public. Like fools, wonder if those cameras are working. He seems to have not undergone any trauma. Absolutely. Like fools, we have followed them for the last 1 week, allowing them to make a jackass, would be another, of ourselves. Says Shrikara. Maybe the son or wife of Nawab was partying with her friends and this fellow was a scapegoat who was serving them, then also absolutely 100% Meenaji, thank you. Yeah. So, what many people said is that, these people who bring supplies, I won't tell you which supplies, but these people who bring you supplies come only after midnight and they use rickshaws so that nobody will know. So this is the modus operandi. So now you give them other, forms like so many hands. They are capable of this and cooking and dancing and, acting and all that. Then they become superhumans. Now this Sharif has been made a superhuman. So Alina says boycott them and their brand endorsements. So with that, we end the session. Thank you, friends. Good night. Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.